The Buea Metropolitan Library in the university town of Buea in the southwest province of Cameroon came into existence about 7 years ago, thanks to the vision of one man, Professor Mike Fonge, a Cameroonian based in the United States. His vision is clear: promote a reading culture, promote research, meet the academic needs of students of Cameroon's lone Anglo-Saxon university, and donate books from nursery schools to universities in Cameroon. Professor Fonge's benevolence keeps a crowd always in the library. This University of Buea student has an impression.
You are at the Metropolitan Library in Buea. What precisely brings you here?
Well, as you can see, the library has a variety of books which we need for our research and for studies, preparation for our tests and CAs, which probably the school library doesn't have. Or probably they may have the books, but you could have 400 students in a class and with limited books, you see. So by the time the other set of students get to reach the library, the books are already finished because the other students who reached before have taken the books. So we always come here to read.
Okay. For how long have you been using the Buea Metropolitan Library?
Well, for 3 years.
3 years. Mm-hmm. What are some of the difficulties?
My first year when I entered, or when I got here, I wasn't really versed with the positions of the books, where they place the books. So I had to ask, and he directed me. This is for economics, that's for medicine, microbiology, and well, apart from that, I don't think there's any other difficulty.
Have you had enough books here at the Metropolitan Library that can facilitate your research process?
Yes, we have. We have lots.
If you were to continue maybe at the master's level, do you think you will still continue to use this library?
There are really a vast number of books here, so which help.
Now, if you were to address a message to the proprietor of the Buea Metropolitan Library, that's Dr. Fonge, what would you tell him?
Well, I'll tell him thank you so much for this library. We appreciate the library because it really helps us, and we call upon him to keep it up.
Oh yeah.
By putting in much more books.
Okay.
Because we don't only benefit from academics, we also have these stuff, magazines which help us in daily life issues, how to dress, how to cook, how to tidy up your house, and novels which help us build up our English. So it's really necessary.
So in other words, the Buea Metropolitan Library makes you a complete person.
A complete person, yeah.
These kids are pupils of the St. Therese International Nursery and Primary Bilingual School, a school to which Professor Fonge has always donated books. This little girl wouldn't hide her joy.
My name is Ekane Belinda.
Ekane Belinda, where do you school?
I school in St. Teresa International Bilingual School, Moliko Buea.
You are in the Buea Metropolitan Library to read. Why did you come to read here?
I came to read because I wanted to know more about the country, know more about words and their definitions, and know about other places.
Do you enjoy the books you find here at the Buea Metropolitan Library?
I enjoy them.
Okay. There are some other books that show a lot of pictures and so on. Do you enjoy those books too?
Yes, I do.
Have you been coming here ever so often?
No, this is my first time.
This is the first time. We'll talk to you about books and things.
Our teacher.
Your teacher. Now, does your teacher come to the Buea Metropolitan Library?
I think so.
You think so? Good. Now, do you think you would like to come back here again to read, especially as this is the holidays?
I don't think so, because I would like to go for my interview and know more about my college.
About your college. Now, what benefits do you have from these books you are reading?
Let me say, we can travel from here to other countries without paying anything, you can know more about things and their definitions, and you can know more about the world.
We are at the Buea Metropolitan Library. What's your name?
Joseph Fosso.
Joseph Fosso.
Yeah.
Is this the first time you come into the Buea Metropolitan Library?
Of course not. No, not the first time.
Not the first time.
Yeah.
In other words, you are here ever so often.
So often.
Who is Joseph Fosso?
Joseph Fosso, who am I?
Yeah.
I'm a youth who's very curious about what's happening around me, loves to interact with people, and I actually have come to have some knowledge that I can use in interaction.
Are you a student?
I'm not a student.
Okay, so you just came researching, acquiring knowledge.
Acquiring knowledge.
What do you intend to do with this knowledge in future?
Well, knowledge, it's a tool you use to work with people, and as I'm the kind that I like dialoguing with people, so the knowledge I use, the knowledge I'm here to get is to use in working with people.
Why did you decide to come to the Buea Metropolitan Library?
It's the only library that has what I need.
Okay.
It's the only library so far in Buea that has what I need.
Okay. Now, what are some of the books you come to read here?
I come to read books like presently I'm reading on that's human behavior, having to do with psychology and sociology. So it's about interacting with people. Since I work and the nature of my job, based on the nature of my job, I meet people every day.
Okay.
So I'm faced with some kind of different personalities for which I need to be accustomed with.
Now, what kind of job do you do?
I am the public relations officer of Afrovision.
Besides the fact that you're reading now on public relations and all of that, what other kind of books do you find interesting in this library?
In this library, on information technology. Almost everything of it.
Okay. Now, so what's your ambition?
My ambition.
You come reading here, you want to interact with people and so on, but what's at the end of the day, what's your ambition?
My ambition, with what I get from here, I'm aimed at using it in what I do and bettering up myself. So my ambition is to grow more and more stronger and get to meet more and more people.
What prompts you to read so much?
Well, the quest for knowledge.
The quest for knowledge. Okay, this is, like you said, the only public library here in Buea, and so vastly stocked with books.
And with a serene environment too.
A very serene environment. Now, tell me, if you were to say a word to the proprietor of the Metropolitan Library, that's Dr. Fonge, what will you tell him?
I'll tell him God bless him.
Yeah.
And thank him too for everything he's done.
Some people say using this library is almost for nothing. Is that true?
Really, yeah. Really. It's almost for nothing because if, say, you go to school to learn what you get here for the little you give, it's relatively like you're paying nothing. And the services, everything, it's really like for nothing.
Okay. Dr. Mike Fonge, you are the proprietor of the Buea Metropolitan Library. A few minutes ago, I talked with someone and he said using this place is almost for free. What prompted this vision?
Well, I found a need that the Cameroonians, if you provide them with books, they will be able to read. A friend of mine gave me a challenge that Cameroonians don't read. That all what we do is that we sit and we don't read. I'm like, if there are books available, people will read. And that's the challenge I'm trying to take to prove that people can read.
When did you begin this project?
We're now in our 6th year. Actually, to be precise, we started in 2000. Now it's 2007, so we're getting to our 7th year.
Okay. Now, what kind of books do you stock in this library?
In fact, my whole idea was just to get paperback novels to target like primary school children. But later on I realized I was wrong. So we get books from carpentry to medical school to law school, every kind of book written by a human being. We have it in here. So we got people coming in we got pastors, we got lay people on the street, coming in here to do research.
The first question is, who are the professionals you receive in this space?
I got magistrates coming in here. I got farmers coming in here to learn how to grow their corn. I got tailors coming here looking magazines on fashion. So it ranges from the young to the old. It ranges from people who are just basic elementary school to postgraduate. So it covers every sector.
How do you acquire these books?
There's a company called Half Price Book in the United States. They have donated more than, right now, they have sent more than 300,000 books to Cameroon. I have brought 5 of their personnel to witness what I do here in Cameroon. So they are really my main supplier. And then credit goes to Houston Community College, where I work, and they